Hey everyone, True here, and surprisingly, after Fire Elmina, we already get another new unit this week. It's Tiamat, a new Water Overdrive Survivor unit. Her HP and attack stats are relatively average, while her speed is really high at 485, and she conjures Water Mories. Let's take a look at her skills. First up, we have Swift Rage, which produces 1 spirit and does 75% damage, and she also becomes Enraged, a short and sweet skill only costing 70 time units. And then there's Genesis, her absolute main selling point, I would say, and this skill really contains a lot of things. First, she adds 3 spirit, and then she adds a number of Suimoris to the next in line of ally reinforcements, equal to ally spirit. What that means is that she can put up to 10 Moris next in line in the reinforcements, and each of them will produce another spirit on entering. This means that under certain circumstances, you could, after starting a battle in an arena, within seconds have up to 28 reinforcements in line. Now this is pretty bonkers, and up to this point she doesn't even need any awakenings to do that job really well. On top of all this, she also becomes enraged, which might become relevant if she uses her next skill, which is Overdrive Plus. Now this skill isn't new, we have already seen it with Sakura, and basically it's an overdrive skill that does 600% damage and is usable if allies have 6 or more spirit. It costs 3 spirit and only 100 time units. If she is enraged, which will often be the case given that both her first 2 skills can enrage her, then this attack will do 900% damage. And her last active skill is Survivor's Drain, which hits 2 enemy units, costs 2 spirit and 160 time units. 500% damage dealt to both of these, and if damage is dealt, then she also recovers 50% of her HP. This is obviously locked for 300 time units after she's entering. Before we continue to the passive skills and AI analysis, a quick reminder to like and subscribe for more Evertale content and data. It really helps my small channel a lot. On the passive side, we have Divine Healing, which we first saw in Light Callan. Every time Tiamat gets hit and survives, she heals for 25% of her maximum health points. This should help her survivability, but she's still very susceptible to big hits. Her second passive skill is Immovable. This basically ensures that she can't get banished behind her Mori wall, and her survivor skill stays unlocked. Now a quick look at her AI values. We have one threat condition that is basically Team Spirit 6 or more, which means she could use her Overdrive Plus, and the other one being Time in Combat 300 TU, which basically means her survivor skill is unlocked. Overall, that's a pretty average threat level as long as both conditions are not fulfilled at the same time. Now looking at her active skill weights, she will use Genesis straight away. There's pretty much no way around that, with a weight of 100. So that will be her starting skill, and with her high speed, it's quite likely that she gets around to do it. Best to also have some spirit lying around when she uses it to really maximize her potential. Other than that, she will probably use Overdrive Plus whenever it is possible at first, then switch over to Survivor's Drain once it's unlocked, and only use Swift Rage whenever she's too low on spirit. I think this unit could be quite powerful. That Genesis skill is just pretty insane, like instantaneously producing up to 10 Moris next in line in the reinforcements. It's just really crazy to think about. Just thinking about future arena battles where the opponent immediately has so many reinforcements seem quite daunting. Of course, Savage units and especially Dark Reina and Dark Ossia could do pretty well against her. Keep in mind that her Suimoris are not poison immune. But on the other hand, I see many great combination possibilities with Vengeance skill units or with Mori Blaster units like Light Clarice. I'm especially thinking about Lighty here, who also produces some Moris from time to time. So that combination could be a great stalling opportunity while keeping the Vengeance skill for Lighty unlocked and providing Tiamat with the opportunity to use the Survivor's Strain skill a lot, possibly. And then, of course, if you keep her towards the end of your arena lineup, she could do a lot of good for blood units as well. For war, she will be a very strong unit. Just instantaneously producing so many Moris will have an even bigger impact there, where you only start basically with 5 units. Now, last but not least, let's see her 3 forms and her backstory. Life has emerged from the sea, and in the sea it will meet its end. When the great flood comes and swallows the land, the goddess will descend upon the world. Holding her pure hand up to the clear sky, she will create all life anew. What she deems good does not align with humanity's perception of the world. Her eyes look beyond, upon all beings, the world and the universe. If humans seek to destroy the natural order, she will not hesitate to erase their civilization. Thus, she is by some considered a demon rather than a deity. Her immeasurable generosity, pureness, and virtue can at times be frightening. However, there is no ill will in her heart, only boundless love for humanity, hidden behind a merciful smile. Thanks to Cyanate, Lens.js, and Nizetto for the leaks used in this video. Like and subscribe to become a true carrot, and as always, thanks for watching.